Hello and welcome. Uh, Today I have some Aliexpress things that they've been sitting here waiting for me to check them out. I actually kind of opened this doll. She was packed like this because I knew that I won't have time to film sooner, and I was curious. So I kind of checked her out, but not really. Yeah, I don't like how her eyes are painted, but it's very easily fixable. I don't know, I think I said that they're from Aliexpress. Wow, she has so much hair though. This one is here because she's my original bubble cut. I wanted to see if it's the same face mold, and it really looks like it is maybe the same face mold. I brought her because she's the only one that I own with this face mold. You can see, by her missing eyebrow and lips that she's an original doll. It was a struggle to get her out because she's in a cupboard, I think is the word in English. But maybe not, a display glass, something like that. I just have this display glass that is usually, used for cups. If you live on the Balkans, your grandma always has the cupboard with the glass doors that is full of china. That kind of thing. Mine is full of some cups, china, stuff like that, but I've mostly removed them and I've put those in there. So getting her out was a little bit hard, but I thought that it was important for the video. But most definitely my Aliexpress one is very wonkily painted. And what do I mean? You can see the original though. The black of the 3D lash is exactly on the 3D lash, only on the 3D lash. Maybe like that you see properly. Then the eyelid, not eyelid, the iris is on the flatter part, where it's supposed to be. While on the Aliexpress though, her eyes look bulging because the black of the lash should be a little bit, lower. Honestly, this is a very easy fix, but also repainting her would be nice. I love how porcelain china like she looks. And by the way, you can see the inside of her head. There is no glue, so no brushing for this doll. I will put glue, but my F600 glue is kind of drying out. I can never use an entire tube. It just dries out faster than I actually use it, and every time I buy smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller tube, and I do use it a lot, but I'll see this time I'll have to buy a even smaller tube. Eventually I will find the tube that is the right size. Usually the biggest tube is the cheapest per milligrams, per liters, per ounce, but when half of the product dries out and you cannot use it, it's actually more expensive. Anyways, that's girl math for you. But yeah, she comes with this body. This is the Copy Parker body, and yeah, it suits her pretty nicely. And she also came with little shoes that fit her. She's very tall and very pretty. I love her silver hair. This is just so good. I don't know what is wrong with my lights. I think this might be a little bit better, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's overall dark because it's night, so you will have to excuse that. But I've been eyeing them on Aliexpress, and I've been, wanting to get one. The face mode is very similar, but now that I'm looking at them, it's shrunken somehow. This face is a little bit fuller, and as I showed you the eyelashes, here the eyelashes are more pronounced, while here the eye just, bulges out a lot more, which is an interesting choice. Maybe they did it that way so it would be easier to paint the eyes on. It really looks like it, but it's not exact like it's a copy. It doesn't have any wording or stamp or anything, but yeah, this hair is luscious and it's so nice and soft. It just needs a little bit glue, and she's amazing. I love how they also have done the blushing. If I decide to repaint her, if I decide that I absolutely don't like the eyes, I will definitely try to keep the blush. I love the lips, I love the colors, I love everything that they have decided to do with this. Just I don't like the way the eyes are done. We'll see, but she was, I don't remember, I bought her a while back. It took her a long time for her to reach me, and then she sat maybe half a month or something like that on my table waiting for me to find time to film. To film her. Obviously I have a lot of videos on the channel from that time. But anyways, I want to have a little dolly here. Let's see, how do I open this? That I've been curious about, because if you remember this, no, it's not the same color. This is a hybrid that I did. I bought a little Pepco doll with articulated body, and this is a motel hat from one of those cutie surprise or whatever they are called, pop surprise, something like that. Those, but as you can see, the head is too light, the body is too dark. But yeah, this is too warm. I just wanted, to find another hat maybe, because this way, with this little outfit that I have, you actually cannot tell that the body is mismatched. She looks perfectly fine. But I wanted to match her better. Sadly, this little girl isn't a good match. She is a cute doll though. I'm just really sick of this basic articulation. She is a better quality than most of these little dollies, by the way. The non-Mattel ones. And yeah, she's pretty, but I was hoping that she would have more hair. But if she's on her little pigtails, she's fine. And she even comes with little shoes. I did see some bodies from Barbie Extra, mini, something like that on Aliexpress, or at least bodies that look like them. I think I ordered one, so maybe, and it was dark skin tone. Maybe it will match with this little head, but I like the face mode. This is the older face mode of the Kelly, those, and it's the cuter one to me, at least. I like this face mode a little bit better. Just the mouth isn't so creepy smiling. So yeah, I just, have been waiting for just a little bit of time to film these dolls, and mostly to have the time to take her out, because as I said, she was behind cups and dolls and plenty of stuff, and I thought that it was kind of important, the point of the video, to compare her to this Aliexpress face mode. Very similar, but definitely not the same. I don't have any modern. I know that the Silkstones use this head mode. Modern Silkstones that come out. By the way, did you see? It was designed by Bill Greening. It was a Silkstone witch, like advent calendar, but for Halloween. Super cute though. I think she had short red hair and purple dress, and then like a second outfit, cat outfit, and very cute little cat figurine. I just love that doll. I don't have any of them because the Silkstones aren't for me. Like, they're very expensive. Maybe one day I'll have one. Like, I would like to have one, but very expensive. Definitely not in my budget. But the design is just amazing. And maybe, the newer Silkstones use head mode more similar to this. But I don't have one to compare. Maybe they have reduced the head size a little bit, and when they have done that, it has changed the mode like this one, but I cannot be sure. If you have any of the modern Silkstone dolls, and if you have one of these dolls from Aliexpress, you can write in the comments and tell us if you think that that's a head mode that's more similar, to this than to actually this. Again, this was just the only doll with head mode that is, very similar to this, with the raised eyelashes, 3D eyelashes. By the way, I prefer 3D eyelashes to be done like that instead of the hairy ones that look like spiders, and they never root them in the correct place. They always root one eyelash higher and one eyelash lower, which gets on my nerves. Like, even if, Mattel doesn't have a good score with eyes being, not wonky, printed well. And when you add the wonky lashes, it decreases the chances of you getting, a good doll. Because if they stamped the eyes right, they have a second chance to mess it up by rooting one eyelash like half a millimeter lower, which makes huge difference, in the eyes of the doll. And they just look hairy and throw too much shadow. This also, cast shadow on the eye underneath it, but I don't know. I think it works better. Maybe controversial, opinion. I know that a lot of collectors actually say, "Ooh, this doll has 3 lashes, that's fancy, that's really cool." But to me, it's just, I know I will be disappointed by them. Yeah, I am not going to dress her up right now. I will dress her up, and I will maybe put pictures here on the end, or I will put them on Instagram. By the way, if you want to follow me on Instagram, if you are on Instagram, there is really cool community, and you already know, of doll collectors there. If you aren't and you like doll pictures, you should get it, get on Instagram for the doll pictures. And follow me. I have some links in the description. One of them is my Instagram. So, I upload a lot of pictures there. Honestly, lately I've been a little bit more lazy. If you open it, you'll be like, I don't see what's the lazy. You have so many posts, and you post but I've wanted to post more videos. I feel like doing more videos than pictures, posting pictures, and I actually I was showing the pictures on Instagram firstly, and then, stuff here on the channel. But recently, the stuff gets first on the channel, and then eventually, sometimes even months later, I upload pictures on Instagram. But still, I have a lot of pictures there, and when I dress her up, I will definitely upload pictures there. So you can follow me if you have Instagram or if you'd like to get Instagram. And yeah, just two cute new dollies from Aliexpress. I have a few more coming. Nothing too big, too huge, but just, stuff that are kind of trendy. I don't know what's happening, but Aliexpress, those are trending right now, at least. In the collector groups that I'm in, people are doing what I'm doing, buying uh, knockoff dolls from Aliexpress, no brand dolls from Aliexpress. I don't know why. Maybe we are a little bit disappointed by Mattel and their prices. Honestly, a lot of cool dolls have been coming out, like the one that I mentioned, designed by Bill Greening, but just the prices are outrageous recently. And I prefer to buy secondhand dolls and also some cheaper dolls from AliExpress, because I just cannot justify $80 for a doll. I'm sorry. I want to open my dolls. I want to head swap them, and when you add all of that on top, new body and stuff, it becomes crazy expensive. It's not enough for me to have a doll in a box and to put it on a shelf. I want to do stuff with my dolls, so this way I'm happier. And that's it. That's everything that I wanted to share with you for today. To tell you, I know that a lot of you are also doing the same, buying secondhand dolls and thrifting, and you're enjoying these dolls. Some of you have even told me that I'm influencing you. I'm actual influencer, influencing people to get copy Parker dolls and stuff like that, which good. I really like them. I honestly like them. So um, I'm happy that it was me who gave you the final yes, you should do it. uh yeah, thank you so much for watching today's little video. I will see you in the comments, which I'm looking forward to. And whenever I find time to film another video, hopefully it will be soon, within a day or three. So subscribe if you have. Thank you, you're awesome. um Check out my videos. Maybe you have missed a few videos. Check them out. Watch a few videos, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.